making this flyer, to just, you know, guiding me through what I need to do. They have not left me, and I like that. In so many companies, once you join, they like, okay, I got you in, you're there, but not with this one. And these ladies, they are going to just tell you a little bit about it. And I would encourage all of you to listen closely, take notes, pay attention, and see how you can help yourself, your families down the road. This is something I want my kids to benefit from. So pay attention to it. The first person that we're going to have come up and speak with you, her name is Miss Patricia Duncan. Miss Pat is a CEO of her own company. She has a healthcare company. She already has employees, over 100 employees. So she's not in this for the money. What makes me like really smile when thinking about that is I learned that she's in this to help others, not just for her, but her whole thing is to help others. She's a mother of two. She's a grandmother. You know, she's just in this business to help other women gain their girl power. So, Miss Pat, if you are available, I would like for you to tell us a little bit about yourself and take it away.
Thank you so much, Nakia, and thank you for that awesome introduction. And I'm just so happy that everybody was able to come on. You know, as soon as I start talking, I start getting phone calls. So let me dismiss this, guys. But I'm so happy that that you guys were able to come on and join us today. 1 second.
Okay, so Miss Duncan's she had to log back in. Okay, so just bear with us for just a moment, ladies, and we are gonna be back rocking and rolling. Give us just a moment. Okay.
Thank y'all for being patient. You'll see it was worth the wait. Just hold on.
Okay, can you guys see and hear me?
Yes, well, I can hear you. I see the iBoomerang screen.
Well, that's probably all that matters. We're gonna move forward. Guys, just to give you a little bit about my backstory, I actually identified my passion when I was about 11 years old. My best friend and I were walking home from school, and you know that little thing where you walk your friend halfway home, and you walk them home, but then you walk them halfway home, and then they walk you back halfway home. Well, we were playing that, and as we rounded the corner, her house had been burnt down. So they didn't notify her at school. They let her have, you know, a good day at school, but it was very traumatic for me. And so a couple of families, it was 6 of them in her family. So we split them up among 2 families in the neighborhood. And what I did is I don't know where I got this wagon from, but I went from door to door to door, collecting blankets and canned goods and just whatever people wanted to donate. And I got such a good feeling from that, guys, until today, that's what I reach for is helping people to identify with that passion from when I was 11 years old, which was about 100 years ago. But I'm not going to prolong this since the technology evilness has occurred. The name of the company is iBoomerang. The philosophy behind that is we throw out goodwill and goodwill comes back to us. We're gonna just put a disclaimer out. Who's controlling? The disclaimer is that the company iBoomerang cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results, earn any money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. Basically, what that says, guys, is whatever you put into this, like any other business, a job, or relationship, is what you will get out. But whatever you earn, the company will guarantee, and they will pay you your commissions. Can you guys go ahead and mute the line? Next slide, please. What we looked at through our leader, Mr. Holton Buggs, he has 20 plus years in the network marketing industry, and this is network marketing, by the way. He looked at the industry as a whole, and he decided that it was time for network marketing to evolve. So what we've done is we've created a first-class consumer experience for our customers. See, in this company, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, customers come first. It's not about the profits. It's not about being number one. It's about our customers. And what the second thing that I love is that we don't have to sell. See, a lot of us are intimidated when we have to approach people and get them to buy different items. So what he's done is he's eliminated that for us ambassadors, and we're called ambassadors. Us members are called ambassadors. What he's doing is he's taking network marketing from the taxi cab era, where customers pay more and only strong recruiters win, into the modern era, where we make money only when customers save. So guys, the main thing that I like about this is that it helps me as a person identify in the middle of this pandemic what I'm going to do to prepare. See, what we were faced with, we thought in America, I'm not sure about the other countries, but I know as an American, I thought something like COVID-19 would ever happen here. And so we were caught unprepared. So I've been asking my question to people, and I want to ask that for the panel today. What are you doing to prepare for the next pandemic? What are you doing to prepare for the next shutdown? And what are you doing to help America and Belize and other countries to reboot our economy? I'm not going to go on because I get on a bandwagon about that, guys, because I watch trends. And I know that this could be the wherewithal for pandemics, or it could be a hint and a clue. It may be something to tell us that we need to prepare for the next what if. I'm not going to prolong this. I'm going to bring in someone that I admire a lot. She owns her own general practice. She travels from city to city. She's making every meeting. She's growing her business. And she is so soft-spoken, so gentle, so ladylike. I'm tomboy. I ride motorcycles, horses, might say a four-letter word every now and then, but she's always so polite and on point. Guys, I'd like to bring in Dr. Nora Mosley.
Thank you so much, Pat. I was wondering who you were talking about there for a moment. Thank you so much. That was an awesome story that you just shared with all the ladies on the line. And I just want to welcome everyone again and thank you all for joining this conversation, because that's really what we're here to have today. It's just a conversation with you about who we are and what we're doing, and a little bit about my background. Ms. Pat is correct. I am a general dentistry practice owner. I've been owning my own practice now for over 20 years. And I never thought in a million years that someone would say to me or mandate to me that I had to shut my practice down, that I had to close. And a lot of times I hear people talk about, they have more than one job. And I said, I'm so thankful, that I insured my income or I insured my career, and I wouldn't have to do that. But ladies, listen, nothing in life is guaranteed. We already are very well aware of that. But I'm so thankful that I had already put a plan B in place in case something happened to my plan A, or if I decided that I needed, something different, or I needed to expand my income for whatever reason. I started to learn about what wealthy people do and how do they create generations of wealth for their families. And it's a secret that they have, and it's called leverage. That's my favorite word. And once I recognized what they were doing, and I looked at what I was doing, I said, okay, I'm comfortable here, but I have no leverage. I don't have the ability to make income if I'm not actively working in that practice on a day-to-day basis. So I'm thankful that I looked for a mentor. I looked for another way. And this company was the one that has given me the opportunity. When I'm not able to work right now, it's brought income into my household. And I literally mean it's brought income into my household. So that's why I want everybody, to really appreciate the conversation that we're having today, because there may be individuals on the line like myself, they're business owners. Some of the individuals, may be working a job. It really doesn't matter where you are right now. This is something that attracts every single individual that's on this line. So the gentleman that you see on the screen, his name is Mr. Holton Buggs. Holton Buggs has founded the company iBoomerang. He's our visionary leader. He's a CEO and chairman here, but he started with very humble beginnings. And in every industry, there are individuals that lead the leaders. And then there's always that one whose influence and impact sets him or her apart. That's who this gentleman is. I mean, from little success in this industry, starting in 1990, for 7 whole years, he made less than $500 a month. Now, I don't know how many individuals would stick with anything and they're only making $500 a month, let alone for 7 years. And then in 1997, he developed a formula and a system to achieve rapid success. See, our income here, our success here is system driven, and anybody can follow it. And I loved it. So it worked really well for me. In 2009, this gentleman did what no one else in this industry has ever done. And when I say he is the greatest of all times, he created record-breaking earnings and sales from 2009 to 2019. He literally was responsible from one position in his company for creating 45 people that earned over $1 million. Now, a lot of people are successful on their own and they're not really willing to share that success, or they don't have a way to share their success with other people. They're sharing the wealth here. And I'm so grateful to be connected to this gentleman as a mentor. He's doing things, he set the bar so high. He's doing things what some people only dream of doing. And he founded this company in March of 2019. And I'm so grateful that I was one of the individuals that was invited to be a part as a founder of this company. So what he wants to do is literally, his vision is to give people in this industry a real chance to create and maintain residual income that lasts for generations. So it's been talked about, but it's never really been done. So thank you, Mr. Holton Buggs, for your vision. Thank you, Mrs. Erling Buggs, his wife, for your vision as well. And we have an incredible leadership team that he has assembled. I affectionately call them the A-team, because he has taken people that were the best in their respective industries, and collectively, they're now here leading our company. So you see Mr. Holton Buggs there. There's Mr. T. Gray. He's the VP of everything, or the VP of operations. Mr. Mark Kithcart, he's our VP of marketing, doing a phenomenal job, making us look like a 25-year-old company. There's Mr. David Manning, who is the CEO of the travel component of our company. You're going to learn more about that very soon. When he and Mr. Holton Buggs, came together, it was just magic. The young lady that you see there, Ms. Lori Spears, is our director of travel. We affectionately call her the travel goddess. There's nothing about travel that she does not know. She actually, does conferences, and she's called upon from Congress to, to give testimonies about things that are happening in travel when they need to make decisions. And then there's Mr. Peter Hirsch on the far left. He is an attorney and a pastor and our chief giving officer, one of the most incredible people you ever meet. And then in the center is our global master ambassador, Mr. Edwin Haynes. Ladies, this gentleman leads by example. He's a friend, leader, and mentor to thousands of people all across the globe. And he is the first millionaire that's already been created in our boomerang. When I tell you this gentleman has a heart of gold, he has that. He is the number one ambassador in the company, but he treats everyone like they're the most important person on the planet when you meet him. And we're so grateful for the leadership. So associating with the right people will teach you the right things, new impactful things. And that's what we're here to talk about. Next slide, please. So how are we going to bring Mr. Holton Buggs' vision to the world? It all starts with what we call our PRIV. This is our product. It is called a perpetual residual income builder. Now, all of you like me on the line, whether you're a business owner, whether you have a job, our income is linear, which means as long as we keep doing the work, we'll continue to get paid. But perpetual residual income is something that I'd never heard of before. And so I want you guys you ladies to simply understand this. This is a technology that's designed and developed with the sole purpose of allowing our business partners to succeed. It's comprised of data analytics, artificial intelligence, just world-class people power. And, people know what data analytics is. So if you go on Amazon and you search something, and then, maybe days later, you go back to Amazon or you go back to Instagram or whatever you're searching online, you see some of those same things that you were searching before. That's data analytics. They're paying attention to what your buying habits, what your spending habits are. It's artificial intelligence. Well, we have literally put that technology to work, and the PRIV will support you in your efforts here in our boomerang. See, we made the statement true that you should only have to do something well one time and continuously get paid for it. Imagine when you started your job, when you checked in, clocked in for the first day, you learned what you needed to learn, you did a great job, and you did it so well that you never had to come back to work, but you kept getting paid. What would you do with all that extra time? See, what we want to do here is help you understand that residual income is another principle of the wealthy. So what does the PRIV do? It sells for your customers. As Ms. Pat said, we don't do any selling. It follows up, it upsells, it supports your team, it welcomes them, it orientates them, it trains them, it upgrades them, tells them about events. It does for people what they have struggled to do for themselves in direct sales. So ladies and gentlemen, this to me is the calling card. This was a selling factor that said to me, I definitely want to be a part of this company forever. So we're going to switch gears here, and I want another young lady to come on and talk about how we're going to open the door to our perpetual residual income builder. This young lady, I have a tremendous amount of admiration and respect for. They call her a mompreneur, but she's so smart. She's a marketing person. She's an organizer. She's the kind of person that pulls everything and everybody together. What we're doing here today was part of her brainchild. I'm so proud of who she is and what she does and what she contributes to our organization. So I want to bring on none other than Miss DeAndrea Fierce. Miss Fierce, are you there?
I am.
Okay, you can take it away.
Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Nora. That was so sweet. I'm truly grateful. I'm honored to be a part of this. Simply because I love the girl power. My mom, who's actually going to be speaking next, called and said that she wanted me to be a part of this. I was like, okay, well, let's do it. I typically don't speak on calls simply because my husband always does it. But I'm grateful to be a part of this and to be able to share with you ladies on today what is taking place here with our boomerang. We are doing some pretty amazing things. And so like Dr. Nora said, I am a mompreneur. I actually started my first business with the help of my mom at the age of 14. after she told me that I was not going to work for anybody other than myself, because what I could do for somebody else, I could do it for myself. And I believed her for some reason. And so I made the decision that I was going to just start businesses. And so one of the things that I did, we worked in the music industry. So that's my background. It comes from the music industry. And then now I entered into the industry of network marketing at the age of 18. And now I'm 35. Wow. So I started my first business at 14, network marketing at 18. And I've just been pretty much, on that same path in and out of the music industry since that time. When I started having kids, I stepped back from a lot of things. So I have 2 beautiful girls and an amazing husband, and I wanted that to be my focus. I wanted my family to be my focus. So I stepped back from a lot of the business that I had been doing so that I can build the foundation for my family. And so my husband and I had made a decision. He's a minister full-time in our church. So he works there through, every day, 5 days a week, Sunday through Thursday. And I'm at home with my daughter. And now I have a 2-year-old, and my daughter just turned 7 on Saturday. And so being home and homeschooling and all that kind of stuff, I know it's tough. For you all, it's been tough for me. And so I was grateful that I had something like this already in the works, something that my team continues to build, even though I'm at home homeschooling my daughter. I have a lot of team members that don't have kids, so they're not having to do some of the things that we're having to do. So this business is literally for anybody. And so if you know someone that may be a stay-at-home mom, I think this is something that you should definitely talk to them about. So I'm going to get right into the information. So Dr. Nora just talked to us about the PRIB. And one of the things that is the front door of our PRIB is our iGo platform. So right now it's a booking engine, and we currently have 500,000 plus customers that we accumulated in the matter of 12 months. By we, I mean our ambassadors, us, the people that go out and we reach out to our families and friends, and we talk to them about what it is that we're doing. We're not selling, we're just sharing. We're sharing with them about travel being an $8 trillion industry. I know right now you may be saying, well, why are we even talking about travel? Because nobody can travel. There's actually still people traveling, especially essential workers. Some people still have to get from place to place. And when this is over, travel we thought it was big and explosive before. It is going to explode once this pandemic has started to settle down. Because me personally, I'm ready to go. We had a vacation plan for my girl's birthday at the end of April that was canceled by the cruise line. And so I was super disappointed about that. But I told them, no, you just credit my account, because we will be going on the cruise, and I cannot wait until we can, feel comfortable enough to get back out of the house. So this is still a booming industry, even with everything taking place. So even look over in Asia, it's $6 billion a day that Asia does in travel. Over here in the United States, for those of us that are in the United States, is $2.8 billion a day that's spent throughout travel. And even if you look over here at Booking Holdings and Expedia Group, something that I know I didn't know personally, these 2 companies are actually marketing companies, and they own all of the sites that we go to book our travel. Booking.com, Kayak, OpenTable, Priceline. So basically what they're doing is they're making us think that it's like a bunch of different companies, so that we can have all these different windows up, and so that we can be searching for all these deals. But actually, it's just 2 companies. And so I was really appalled when I found that out, because I'm like, so I've literally been getting scammed all the time. So these 2 companies and they have over 45 websites, okay? And people like us, they have booked in 2018, $190 billion in travel that was booked through those companies. So they made a lot of money, and we didn't earn any. And I'm pretty sure we referred people to those sites. And they didn't say, hey, here's a check for you telling Dr. Nora to come and take a look at Priceline or Booking.com. They just earned their income and then went on their way and put it back into marketing. So with our Boomerang, we actually pass the savings on to our customers. And that's the thing that I like about this company. Like we said before, it's customer focus. It's not just ambassador focus. Of course, we earn income and we're excited about that, but we only earn income when our customers save money. So just put a pin right there because I'm going to go over what I mean about that. You look right here in New York, this same hotel on Expedia.com and on our platform. On Expedia, it was $339 a night. And on our platform, iGo, it was $178 a night. That's $161 in savings. I don't know if you like me, but I really do love to travel. And I love New York. I've been there multiple times. Sometimes we've even driven there. It takes about 20 something hours. So I know if I drive to New York, for example, or even fly, I'm not going to stay one night. I'll stay multiple nights. So you think about $160 a night and you stay multiple nights, you are literally saving hundreds of dollars. And so there's a lot more examples here, past friends. We even have rental cars where you can save money. We have a lot of friends that have saved money on their rental cars, and they've like given us testimonies and told us about how grateful they were to be able to save just on a rental car because it gave them an opportunity to be able to have an additional meal while they were out on their trip. That's literally a true story. These are some examples here. One of the examples, the one all the way on the end, is Holton Buggs. That's our CEO and founder. And he actually showed us this reservation on his phone where he was able to save $1,589 on a trip that he booked, a 5-star resort that he booked. So one of the things, like I just said, 5-star, you get a 5-star lifestyle at 3-star prices. So you get to save money, you get to have fun and share with your family and friends. So that's another thing that I really, really love. These are our core services: hotels, rental cars, cruises. If you become an ambassador, you get access to our homes. We have luxury homes, like super luxury, $1 million homes. And we also have homes that are similar to the ones on Airbnb. We have flights on there as well, but we don't get savings on flights, but it is on there for convenience. We have something called Weeks, Marketplace, and Timeshare. And you get some of these amazing features as well as like lifestyle. You earn rewards points, and so does your customers. And you get savings on things like short excursions, outdoor activities. My husband and I actually went to San Diego, California at the end of last year for his birthday. And we booked some activities on our platform. And so we were grateful because on one of the activities that we booked, we saved about $40. So after we finished with the activity, we actually walked the streets of San Diego and went to a place called Little Italy. And we were able to just have a really great Italian dinner, authentic Italian dinner, because we were able to save some money on our activities. We have a price guarantee. 110% of the difference if you actually find a site that is cheaper than ours. So if you find a site cheaper than ours, you go ahead and you book with us, notify the company, and they'll give you back 110% of the difference. So I actually love that because you like earn a little interest on what you put in on your trip. So iGo matches perfectly with rideshare. So we have someone else that is actually going to go over what this car is, this Vibe car. I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to show you a little bit of our platform. This is just a quick screenshot of our ambassador platform and our customer platform. So I'm an ambassador. Some of you may already be customers or maybe, considering being a customer after you see this information. So let's say as an ambassador at this resort in Cancun, a 5-star resort, if I save $424, right? I save 41%. Or I have this line. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh, I don't know why we're mute. I have someone on that line is not muted. You just jumped on. If you don't mind muting for me, I can't mute it on my end for some reason. So that we can keep the background noise out. Miss Longsworth, I think that's how you say your last name. If you can mute your line for me, that would be really great. Thank you. So the ambassador platform, the savings is $424 here. On our customers platform, at the same place, the same hotel, 5-star in Cancun, our customer saving is $212. So we're giving our customers back half of what the savings is, right? So you're probably wondering what happens to the other half. So let me give you a quick example. Let's just say we're all here, we're all ladies, we got our girl power, right? So let's say we go on a girl power girls trip, okay? And so let's say it's about 20 of us, and whoever invited you on this call, let's just say it's me. So let's say I invited you and it's 20 of us. So I have 19 other ladies that are going to be going with me on this girls trip, right? It's like a huge girls trip. So if we all go on the trip, I have somebody's line that isn't muted. I can't see your name. I can just see your face. Thank you so much. And so let's say we all go on this trip, right? And I'm going to save $424. And then I give 19 other ladies a customer site, right? Those ladies are going to save $212. The other half of what they save, it goes back into the commission. So right here, for example, where it says your customer saved $212, you know what I'm going to get from each one of those 19 ladies? $106. So that's about $1,900 that I will earn for those 19 ladies coming with me and saving $212. So it doesn't seem like a lot, but you imagine that happening multiple times and some people saving even more. Like Mr. Bud saved $1,500. If that was your customer, you would earn half of that savings, to just make it plain. So we're really talking about, whatever kind of money you can see yourself earning. We just really, they're putting it out there for us to be able to take advantage of it. So that is a little bit of how we earn with customers here. It just talks about customer acquisition. If you're looking to just introduce it to other customers, we have 10 customers here. If you get 10 customers, and let's say annually, even with just a bunch of small trips, they each save $600. The total annual savings will be $6,000, and your bonus will be $3,000 for that year. This right here just shows the team builder model where if you have 50 ambassadors that you introduce to the business, they do the same thing that you did, that'll be 500 customers. And so we're just simply sharing. All we're doing is sharing the information. So we share, our ambassadors share, then we have an additional $20,000 that you can have annually. I don't know. I don't work a full-time job, like I said, but I know that I would have to do quite a bit of business in order to get an extra $20,000 annually outside of what I'm doing here with Alpha. I have someone, look like Miss Duncan, your line got unmuted. Sorry about that, guys. So $20,000 annually is what you could potentially be looking at if you go out there and just talk to a few of your family and friends about what it is that we're doing. I'm going to go into the next portion. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do next, I hope you ladies were able to get some really great information about how we're able to take advantage and get our piece of the trillions of dollars that's being earned in the travel industry. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pass the mic over to my amazing mother, Miss Cynthia Cook. She is the one that I said, encouraged me to go out and be an entrepreneur. And I've been able to do that, since I've been working since the age of 14. So I'm truly grateful for her. She goes out here and if I tell y'all, she's one of the hardest working women that I know, not just in our team, but just in the industry. She's an amazing mother, amazing grandmother and wife to her husband, Billy Cook. And so I just want to go ahead and bring Mrs. Cook on the line. Ms. Cook, are you there?
I am. Thank you so much, DeAndrea Fierce. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Miss Duncan. Thank you, Dr. Nora. Thank you, Miss Eriks. Man, you guys are rocking it. You know what? You are showing these ladies what girl power is all about. If we all come together on a theme, there is nothing that we cannot do. We can do anything together. And so what we do is, somebody bring an idea to we and what we do is we get behind it. And that is what the women, that's what we need. We need other women to get behind us and to help us with our ideas. Right now, what we're doing is we're earning money with this company so that we can go out and fund our dream. This may not be a dream. I hear a lot of people say all the time that it's not my passion. And so what you do is you do what you have to do, because a lot of us go to work every day and it's not our passion, right? But you do what you have to do in order to get the income so that you can go and fund your own passion, okay? And so I wanted to just share that with you guys, because what happened with us, I'll never forget. It was December 31st, 2018. And the gentleman, Mr. Holtenbugs and his wife, here's what they did. They invited us to their home. I know Miss Duncan was there, my daughter and her husband, my husband and I. We went to their home because they said that Mr. Holtenbugs had an idea. It was just a concept. And so when he explained that concept to us, we were blown away. Here's what he did. Now, I'm going to take 2 minutes to explain to you guys what Mr. Holtenbugs explained to us. He said, I've been studying these companies for a while. I've been studying Uber. He said, I've been studying Airbnb. And I've been trying to figure out how is it that Airbnb became a $70 billion company without any beds. He said, I've been trying to figure out how is it that Uber became a $50 billion company without any cars. You get it? So then he talked about Amazon and how Amazon has actually taken over the world. And they started with books. Okay, so Amazon started where you could put your books online and people could buy your book, download your books or what have you, or they would ship them or whatever they were doing. And the customer got a little piece of it and Amazon got a little piece. And so then they went to doing clothes and cars. I think now you can buy anything on Amazon, right? I know every day when I come home, there's an Amazon package at my door, right? And so what Mr. Holtenbugs did was he looked at the technology behind Airbnb. He looked at the technology behind Uber. And one of the things I remember him saying was, he said, Uber convinced people to drive their cars, let strangers get into their cars, and they got paid a little bit from it. And he kept talking about Uber and kept talking about Lyft and these companies. And December of last year, guess what happened? I think it was December. Well, anyway, last year, no, it wasn't. It was, I think, September. He actually purchased a rideshare company, guys. He purchased Vibe Rides, okay? He purchased this ride. And here it is. This is one of the fastest growing segments in the travel, okay? So the rideshare industry is huge. And if you don't know about what rideshare is, I'm about to explain it to you right now, okay? So here's the front door to our system. And if you could just grab hold to just these 3 things, the crib is the technology. The front door is iGo, where we already have 500,000 customers that are using our site to travel and to do all kinds of things with our iGo. Make sure whoever invited you to this call, you tell them, I have to have one of those sites, okay? Because you definitely want to use it. We have some incredible deals on the iGo platform. And then Vibe Rides, okay? Vibe Rides, and we have 2 other verticals that are coming, okay? So Vibe Rides, let's talk about Vibe Rides. Let's talk about the rideshare industry. Here's the rideshare industry. The timing is right. Guys, rideshare is an essential industry. It's essential. We have to, a few years ago, this wouldn't have been the same. But now we have to have rideshare. Right now in this pandemic that we are in, people are having to deliver to us. Most of us are scared to go out the house. We're ordering our groceries online and people are shipping it to us. Bringing it to us. I know CVS alone is looking for 50,000 drivers. Isn't that powerful? 98 million rideshare passengers, 5.3 million drivers, and growing. See, the rideshare industry size right now is 24 billion, okay? But 1.2 trillion in the transportation industry. Guys, ladies, we have got to get our part of the rideshare industry and the travel industry, okay? Several of us have already positioned ourselves, and the company is a year old. Let me tell you a little bit about the company. I don't know if anybody covered it, but I didn't hear it, so I'm gonna repeat it, okay? If it's been said. But Mr. Holtenbugs launched this business. We talked about it in what was it, December 31st, 2018. March 11, 2019, we launched iBoomerang. Okay, we launched it. Our first 4 months in the business, we actually did $20 million. That's what you can do when you come together, okay? Girl power, right? And then we ended last year at $50 million. That's what you can do when people get behind your dream, your idea, okay? When we all come together, we can do those kind of numbers. This year, we're estimated to do about $150 million, okay? And we're also in 188 countries, okay? So when you actually become a member, you're already in business in 180 plus countries, guys. Isn't that awesome? Now back to Vibe Rides, okay? So Vibe is, we call it the next gen ride share. See, you can get paid if you decide to drive. You can get paid when you drive. You can get paid by building a fleet of drivers. So when other people drive, if you have 100 drivers, I saw an estimate. If you have 100 drivers, guys, you bring in about $9,000 per month, okay? I think I lost my video, but you'll bring in about $9,000 just based on 100 drivers. Isn't that pretty cool? Let me see if I can switch here. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Okay, you can also earn when your customers ride. Now let's talk about customers. See, because anytime that car is moving, we're servicing a customer, whether we're delivering to them or whether we're taking somebody to the airport or where have you, right? So if you just build those drivers, we already know people that are already utilizing Uber and Lyft, right? So now they will just, I'm gonna use the word work for you because they'll use your code to drive, okay? So they're out driving. DeAndrea will be home taking care of my grandbabies. She has all these drivers. And guess what happens? She get paid. She get paid every time the driver is out there driving. Here is a breakdown. Here's a fair breakdown, okay? Now in this example, this gentleman, the driver, he actually took in $75 from a $100 fare, okay? But because somebody referred him, they got $3. Now imagine if you refer hundreds. We have a young man that already has 700 drivers, 700 drivers. And I think most of his drivers, he's getting them from Facebook Jobs, okay? And then you also get paid from the driver's share pool. But if there's a driver, then there has to be a customer. In this example, there's a rider, okay? Because it's your rider, you're getting paid from $3 based on what that rider trip is, okay? So you're getting paid when the driver drives, and you're getting paid when the rider rides, and another $3 went into the ride share pool. The average ride is about $15, okay? So but does it really matter what the amount is as long, why are you laughing? As long as you are getting paid and you're not having to go out and do the work, okay? Now I want to ask this question. Do you boomerang? If you don't, you probably will, right? I have just 5 more minutes and then I'm going to let you ladies go on your way, okay? Make sure that you get back with the person that invited you to this call, okay? That is very important. See, we have these smart codes that we're coming out with, okay? And you will be able to give it. I want you guys to just close your eyes and imagine this. We all know club owners. We all know beauticians and barbers and restaurants. Imagine if they put a code in their window. Every time somebody scans that code and takes a ride or scans that code and becomes a customer, you get paid. Isn't that powerful? We're coming out with this, guys, and it is coming out really, really soon. Somebody say, girl power! Okay, let me go to the next slide. I've always wanted to say that. So we have this fast track accelerator bonus. So we had an event called Accelerate, and it was a few months ago. And our CEO, Mr. Holtenbugs, came out with these bonuses. Make sure that whoever invited you to this call, you tell them, I need to go back and look at those bonuses, okay? So we'll let you look at that shortly, but I'm running out of time. I know we have some people on their break. Here is my favorite part of the presentation.
Now, when the ladies met up and we said we wanted to do certain parts of the slide, I said, let me do the dual team bonus, because this is my favorite part. Guys, here's the deal. In this example here, in this portion of the presentation, you can actually max out at $250,000 a week, bring home. Now, I think that's why I love this part, because I know we have some ballers on the line, right? But for me and my family, we can do okay with $250,000 a week. So I'm really working towards maxing out that number, okay? So you're building two teams, a team on your left and a team on your right. And guys, we get paid every single week, okay? So this does not have to be a full-time thing for you. For me, I work this full-time, okay? I don't work another job. I was working, but I had to make a choice because my team is now in several countries, and I found myself trying to do a little here and a little there, and because of how my team grew, I was actually able to double my income that I was working on my job. So I definitely said, if I can double it part-time, let me do this thing full-time. And then just double it and double it and double it, right? And I can show each and every one of you ladies how to do that, okay? Now, here's how you get started, because I know y'all saying, put me in, coach. What do I need to do? So this $49.95 standby package will actually get your foot in the door. Okay, you'll get a Boomerang customer site, okay? That's where you can have your own site where you can go on there and book your travel. You'll get 5 boomerangs to send out to your family and friends, and 25% of the travel savings bonuses will go to you. So anytime they use it, you'll get paid 25% of the bonus. Now, this is just a $50 investment, guys. And then 25% of the referral commissions, if you refer to corporate. I had a trip booked. We had some gentlemen, there was 32, I'm saying 32 or 33. I think it was 32 guys that booked the cruise, right, through my site. And so I had to use corporate to actually help me, because there's no way, I don't even want to be responsible for 30 nothing people on my own, right? So I sent in my information to their information to corporate, and corporate said, we'll handle it from here, okay? So I'm hoping that they're gonna do that cruise once this is over, because that is gonna be a nice commission check. See, here's the thing. Anytime somebody uses your site, the site that you gave them, you get paid. You don't have to be there when they use the site. You give them a free code. We call it a boomerang. You can go to the next slide. You call it a boomerang. You give them a free code. It's free to our customers. Our customers don't have to pay anything. They use it and save, and you get paid. Okay? So once you give it to that customer, I know my daughter, DeAndrea, she just spoke. DeAndrea and her husband has about 300 customers. They're not calling their customers saying, hey, when you gonna start back traveling, right? Hey, I gave you that free code. When are you gonna use it? We have the Prib that's taking care of all of that. So our job is to simply give away a free customer site. They use it and you get paid. Point blank, period. Here are some other packages, and I always get the question, do I have to start at a certain package? No, you don't. You don't have to start at a certain package. I would say start between nervous and uncomfortable, okay? Now I do know that a lot of us got stimulus checks, and I had a friend that was on Facebook talking about this beautiful television that she bought with her stimulus. Okay, well, anyway, I'm thinking that we should take some money and we should put it into a business. Okay, so $250 will put you in at Coach. It will give you 10 customer sites, and then you'll earn 50% from what your team does. You heard Miss Fierce, DeAndrea Fierce. She went over the 50, having 50 members in your team. So you have 50 members in your team. They're building their business, but they're in your team. So you earn a 10%. You earn a 10% override from what they do, and you'll get 50% from what your customers do, okay? You get 50% at that package. I hope I'd explained that right, but I'm running out of time. Business pack, okay? At business, you'll get 25 boomerangs. You get 100% of the travel savings bonuses. You get 12% from what your team does, okay? And this package is actually $500, okay? So coach is $250. If you say, you know what, I cannot do $250, I cannot do $500, I can start at $250. Guys, you have 60 days for the ladies that are on this call to help you to earn enough money to get to the next package, okay? Excuse me, ladies. I'm sorry. And then there's first class. Now, I always say first class is the best class, right? So our goal is to get you to first class. At first class, you get everything. At coach, you get hotels, flights, and rental cars. At business, you get everything that's at coach plus cruises. But at first class, it is incredible. You get homes. You get the weeks, the marketplace, the lifestyle. You get everything that is that's available to you. You get it. Anything that comes with first class, the discounts, everything, you get it for $1,000, guys. And you get 15% from what your team does. Now imagine your team is doing some pretty amazing numbers. Let's say they're doing $10,000 a week, okay? Now you would take home 15% from what your team does, okay? And I think that's pretty incredible. Now each one of these packages are $99.95 in order for you to run your business, because this is a business, okay? I want you guys to put that business hat on. This is a business to run. We have a lot of business owners on here. I know Dr. Nora, she has her own practice, dental practice. Miss Pat Duncan, she has her own healthcare practice. She has 100 employees. I'm sure that her monthly subscription, if there was one, is way more than $99.95. I'm pretty sure of that, right? And in some countries, it's $49.95, okay? I think in Belize, it's $49.95 per month. Here's what I want to do. I want to share with you guys what Mr. Holton-Buggs has put on the table with my last minute. Mr. Holton-Buggs has put on the table what we call a stimulus. Last month, he put $1 million up for us, and we got as much of that as we could, okay? This month, he has put up $2 million for us. That's his own stimulus, okay? And there's a lot of benefits that's coming with that. I know I'm running out of time, but it's important that you guys understand that first class package is only $7.99 until the end of the month, okay? $7.99. So you can actually start at coach, at business, and by the end of the month, you will earn enough money with our help to get you to that first class package, okay? You can upgrade, okay? You can upgrade to that $7.99 package. Guys, that is all I have. Get started, not now, but right now. And usually at the end of these meetings, we answer questions, but it went on, it actually went on for almost an hour, so we can't take any questions, but get back with the person that invited you. Or would you like me to open the lines up, Nikia? You want me to take a few questions? I know we have some people have to get back to work. Guys,
no, you don't have to take any questions. If they have any questions, they can get back with the person that invited them and let them know if they want to be a customer or if they want to be, partner with the girls, Girl Power.
Girl Power, okay? Now I think this is important. I want DeAndre to unmute the line. This is our very first call. And I want everybody to say with one voice, Girl Power. So let me know when you've unmuted the line. I'm going to say with one voice. We're almost there. Yeah. It's okay if you got noise in the background. Let's unmute those lines. And I'm going to count us down. And on the count of 3, we're going to do something that has never been done before. On the count of 3, we are going to shout out Girl Power. Everybody ready? Everybody's not unmuted? I want everybody to be unmuted because this is important. Unmute those lines, baby. On the count of 3, everybody ready? 1, 2, 3. Girl Power! Yes, honey. Thank you, guys.
Way to go, Rajay. Girl Power.
Girl Power. I love it. Thank you guys for joining us. Y'all take care, and we'll see you guys at the top. Goodbye.
All right. Thank you. Thank everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. Don't. No, we didn't get a picture. We have to get a picture, okay? We have to get a picture. I'm gonna do the picture, hopefully. Everybody ready? Big smile. I gotta take 2 because it's a lot of us. 1, 2, 3. I got that one. Stay where you are. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Stay where you are. Uh-oh, wait. Hey, I gotta do it one more time. Okay, I'm sliding the page. I got one more page to do. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! All right, ladies. You guys have an amazing day. God bless.
Thanks, Dee Dee.